Hi everyone, I'm Josemary from GenScript, and today we will be interviewing iGEM IISER Tirupati. So iGEM IISER Tirupati, can you please tell us more about your project for the 2021 iGEM competition?
So for the 2021 iGEM competition, our idea will be to make a contraceptive for women using the commensal bacteria that are present in the fallopian tubes. So we are going to engineer the bacteria such that it's going to release a protein, which is the egg cell specific protein, like an ovum specific protein, that will go and harden the outer layer of the egg cell that is called the zona pellucidum. And once the layer gets hardened, the sperm won't be able to penetrate it to fertilize the egg cell, and thus becoming an effective method for contraception. Also, this will be a reversible contraception because we are going to engineer the bacteria with a kill switch, and it will be an inducible kill switch which can be induced when and whenever the consumer wants to regain fertility and stop and reverse the contraception basically. Yeah, that's the idea.
Great. That's definitely very innovative and interesting, and a definitely new concept and an interesting way to apply synthetic biology. So what of the technology are you using to modify this bacteria? What gene editing techniques, or how are you targeting or finding the target genes necessary to achieve this?
Basically, for this project, we are trying to do a heterologous protein expression in our model organism, that is Bacillus subtilis, for the proof of concept. And we have divided our idea into three parts so that we can focus how this can go step by step. The first module that we have, it is the delivery of the commensal bacteria into the fallopian tube, and then it will go and colonize over there. This then is followed by the second module, which will be the production of our heterologous protein, the protein that is specific to the ovum. So this thing is getting triggered by the hike in the progesterone level in the fallopian tube when ovulation takes place, so that when the egg is there in the fallopian tube, our protein gets produced, and it uh, produces the protein which can go and target the ovum. Then this is followed by the third and the last module, which is the kill switch. In case the patient wants to reverse the process of contraception, then our inducer is then again delivered to the fallopian tube, which triggers the production of a toxin, and this toxin kills the bacteria. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that three module explanation. So how is your team applying applying your target topic? So in this case, it would be contraception and providing a more accessible method using synthetic biology. So how have you used human practices in your project, or how do you intend to use human practices in your project to bring awareness to the issue?
Okay, so for that we have like a huge timeline planned for our human practices, and we are planning to engage with our audience through mostly virtually because of the COVID times and all the restrictions that we're having right now. But the audience will be engaged through various mythbuster sessions because India is a place where sex is a big taboo and contraception is a big taboo. So we are planning to break those barriers and break those myths that people have about contraception and the myths people have about synthetic biology also. And we want people to view this thing as like both of these things, like synthetic biology and contraception, and the topic of contraception as something that should be dealt on a daily basis, and it's not a taboo. And we want people to realize that it's an integral part of our society, and it's important to talk about these things. So we have a lot of events planned ahead of us, and where we're going to have some webinars with people, and we are targeting mostly women right now because this is a women's issue first and foremost. And we are also planning to meet with a lot of experts and do collaborations with NGOs where we're going to talk about reproductive rights of people and how to bring them into action and what kind of contraception to use when you're planning to actually do it, and then how to other than that, we're also meeting with a lot of experts who have previously worked on such topics and who know well about this whole system and how it works, and other gynecologists and all. We're trying to reach with them and trying to have some integrated human practices done with them. So yeah, all in all, we have a pretty extensive program ahead of us because this is a very, very relevant topic to our society and to our age and generation.
That's great that your team is definitely trying to make an active impact in your community, and really tackling a very important women's issue, and again providing more accessibility. Has your team thought about what industrialization or large-scale production of this project might look like?
So, I mean, since this is an integral part of the society, and since each adult needs a contraceptive at some point of the time across the globe, so we feel that it's a pretty scalable, project, and we plan to do this by making a special device which will be able to deliver our contraceptive bacteria to the fallopian tube. And since contraceptive like these are introduced into the general public by NGOs using social marketing and stuff, so we plan to collaborate with them and scale up our product in such a way that we can reach to a larger consumer audience. So yeah.
And for the first module, your delivery system, is your team planning to explore different delivery systems, or are you set on one specific methodology?
So for the delivery system, we are planning to meet with some experts because it requires some level of specification that the device might need for the specific target that's our fallopian tube. So we plan to engineer that device in such a way that it could be comfortable for the women and also follow all the safety norms that are there for an IUD or a device like that. So we are open to all kinds of design right now, but we want to develop a safe and a comfortable IUD, or so to say, a special device in some sense. Yeah.
Is there anything else your team would like the audience to know about your project?
Yes, I have a message for the audience. So, just like an iceberg just like 90% of an iceberg is not visible to the eye, the problem of contraception is much bigger than all of us, and it's a much deeper issue if you go into it. And I feel that we all feel as a team that the reproductive and sexual health of women have been neglected long enough by everyone. So it's high time to bring the best of science, to bring the best of today's science into action to get a more empowered society of tomorrow. So a very relevant
And
right now.
yeah, and I would like to add a point to Shubhra's point that we hope to instigate a new perspective into the novel methods of contraceptive that could be introduced using synthetic biology into the market. And we hope that people all across the globe could support this cause, understand the initiative behind this idea, and support this project in all the possible ways. So yeah.
Well, thank you very much, iGEM IISER Tirupati. Good luck in our iGEM 2021 sponsorship competition, which will be run completely on Twitter this year. And good luck in the iGEM Jamboree. Thank you so much for meeting with me.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.